Good evening, and welcome to the St. Petersburg By Night podcasting network. Tonight, we present to you our Vampire the Masquerade chronicle, Mementos.
Welcome to another St. Pete by Night revamped production. The following is rated for mature audiences and may contain graphic themes that will be distressing to some viewers. As always, we recommend you ensure the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you at all times. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the St. Pete by Night YouTube channel where we play St. Petersburg by Night, a massive multiplayer tabletop role-playing game set in the world of darkness. We play Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and Werewolf the Apocalypse. My name is Nikki, also known as Crafty Mirage, and you can find me on all social media at Crafty Mirage, and I am one of the storytellers here at St. Pete by Night. Make sure to check out St. Pete by Night on all major social media platforms. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch, but you also should check us out at our website, stpetebynight.com, where we have our city map, storyteller profiles, our threat meter, and links to a podcast near you where you can catch up on previous episodes of St. Pete by Night. If you aren't already a subscriber here on YouTube, go ahead and hit that follow button and catch up on our past episodes. And if you are interested in playing with us, come and join our Discord server and be a part of our amazing community. Today we are playing Mementos, one of our Camarilla chronicles here on St. Pete by Night. Let's introduce our players.
Hello, I'm Leaf. Or rather, I am Lilith, who plays the character Leaf, the not-so-friendly neighborhood La Sombra.
I'm Wex. I play Emeric Vale, the coteries, I guess, constantly contentious Tremere. I don't know.
Hello, I'm Rowe. I play the friendly, nerdy Nosferatu, Shaun Allen.
Hi, I'm Panshi, and I play the tall and pale Nosferatu named Wally.
Hey, I'm Lisha, and I play Parker, your friendly neighborhood troublemaker. Bruja.
Last session, we left off with our coterie going and acquiring, through totally legal means, their new ghoul, Mr. Oscar Vasquez of the FBI, and now known to be of the Second Inquisition. The coterie lured Oscar Vasquez down to the apartment of Dennis Cole, the doctorate student that they had met through this little excursion of theirs. And after using him to lure Mr. Vasquez to the apartment, promptly sent him on his way to London, where he is for sure living a full and rich life and totally not getting nommed on by Nosferatu. Throughout the week, Emeric, you have finished your blood bonding of Mr. Vasquez. And now the coterie needs to decide what to do next, but part of that involves finding out what Mr. Vasquez knows. So tonight you find yourselves in the Coterie Haven. It is a Tuesday night as usual, or a Wednesday night as usual, and the coterie is going to be gathering to catch up with Emeric and to learn what they can from the ghoul so they can continue on their task of retrieving things that were lost of Prince Isabel de Navarra. So, the Coterie Haven is set up as it usually is. Emeric, you now have 2 ghouls that you have brought to the Haven, and the rest of you have entered at your leisure. With Parker, you are brought with Scott, your sire uncle, and the scene is yours, everyone.
Just gonna throw this out here, out of character. I would say that Oscar is probably upstairs in our guest quarters. Cell. And so he wouldn't be here for this part of the conversation yet.
All right. So Mr. Vasquez is currently residing upstairs in the cell. Don't worry, folks. At home, it's not as kinky as it sounds.
During this week, I had asked if I could do a more thorough background check now that we have actual ID for these men.
Absolutely. So what exactly...
Where is he from, family that he has, insurance number, life support, all the shebang. I want to know this whole man's life.
All right.
Bank account.
Now,
everything I can get my grabby hands on.
All right. So I will ask for an intelligence and investigation roll.
Can I blood search?
Yes, you can blood search.
Let me grab my dice.
I made slime to fidget with while running sessions now, and I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun for fidgeting.
Let me pull up my character sheet.
Heck yeah.
Ground character sheet.
All right, I have to address a little elephant that the rest of the viewers can't see. Rowe has shared a GIF of Lestat from the new AMC series Interview with a Vampire. How dare you?
I passed my rounds.
That beautiful, toxic
and
bastard.
I stabbed myself.
You stabbed yourself? Oh yeah, that's right, you have the sharp dice.
Oh my. I need to take a picture of these dice.
Go for it.
This looks very nice. This looks very, very nice, and y'all need to see this. There are 3 8s.
Uh-huh.
No, 4 8s, 1 9, and 2 10s.
4 8s. 1
So that's 9 successes.
9 successes. All right, so one moment while I pull some things up. So, Panshi, there you are. All right. Okay, so liabilities this guy poses. Well, if through investigation that if the Camarilla were to find out that this guy was SI, might be an issue. might be some individuals within the Camarilla court politics that aren't going to be happy with that and might want to take him for themselves or kill him. So that's one conclusion you can draw to very easily with your 9 success with a crit roll. From a legal standard, just from basic files that you can get on, like you can find on this dude, he is not married. He does have family. He has a mother and father that are still living, but they are in Washington, like they are in DC. They live in DC. He attended college in Washington, which leads you to believe that he just grew up in the state and kind of wanted to involve himself with politics very early on in life. I also don't know any colleges in the DC area, so we're just gonna say a local DC college. Let's see. What else were you wanting to figure out?
Any point of contacts, like, do we have access now? We should have access to bank accounts, insurance number. Has he been in any medical aid programs, so we know what we're dealing with, routines we might figure out, like, is he part of a club or anything that might pose a threat, or is he just a regular old guy that comes to work and goes home every day?
So he's in his early to mid 30s, so he's not old. But he doesn't seem to have much in the terms of recreational activities beyond work. From what you're learning through, like, his social media and stuff like that, he seems to just be someone who is very committed to doing his job and doing it well. He has the standard FBI health insurance package, which you can gather from the insurance card in his wallet. He does his banking through a chain that starts with a B in this country that we will leave nameless. And yeah, that's basically it. He doesn't, like, if to access his bank accounts directly, you would need information, like, he would need to surrender that information, but you know that he is a ghoul now. You can get the banking information if you want. But as of last you checked, Emeric was the one who held onto his phone.
Cool. I want that phone. I'm going to organize all those in a neatly packed manila folder. I don't know how to English. And I'm going to prepare to present this information for my coterie mates, and if I can, I would like to speak to our fearless leader and Emeric to grab the phone, but not together. But yeah.
So you want to speak with Shaun privately first, is what I'm understanding. All right. So
you're doing Nosferatu shit.
All right, so Shaun, Wally would pull you aside prior to the coterie getting together, and the scene is yours.
So, do you have a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Wally's going to pull you aside, pull up a computer, open up the computer, type some shit into a spreadsheet. So, this is what I found on the Google. You know, unfortunately, Emeric has it, and so we're getting the most information that we can. And I need to tell you something. I have spoken to Emeric right before, after the incident. Have you taken a moment to speak with him?
I have not, no. Been kind of busy.
So, now you're a leader, so especially now. I was supposed to tell you this, fuck, well, sorry for that. I was supposed to tell you this before we went on the shit, in case it happened. But I made a deal with him. As much as you can trust the Tremere, and I think there's the saying like you can trust them only till where you can throw them, and I think you can throw him farther than what I can. So the deal is, and he's going to put a hand in a computer and a hand in a notebook, like he's explaining shit in case someone enters, and he can turn the subjects around. I made a deal. No user disciplines, both of us. If he does that, he's dead. Easy peasy. He promised that he was not going to use it on you. You can use that against him. And we made a signal. If you ever plans on going off the rails again, if there was ever a rail, he's going to grab his palm and up his glasses with it. There's a cartoon reference there that I watched in television for a while there. But yeah, he's going to adjust his glasses with his palm if he ever intends on going apeshit. No one knows aside from us.
And who is? Are we talking about Emeric?
Yes, Emeric. If he decides to backstab Leaf again.
So he's gonna do the anime shift with his glasses.
Yes, he's going to do animation with his glasses.
And you're wanting me to do what?
Recognize. And we're going to find you sunglasses so you can do the same. If you allow our fearless leader. Did you catch what I say, or I need to speak louder?
Yeah, a bit louder. I'm sorry. My tinnitus in real life is going off, and so I'm probably gonna say the same for Shaun.
No trouble whatsoever. Wally is asking if you agree to this plan on finding your sunglasses and the signal that he's made with Emeric.
All right.
Cool. This is your copy then for the ghoul information. Yeah, and he's going to slide it over to you.
Okay. Takes it and folds it up.
By the way, when you want your next lesson in the occult?
I mean, I'm always up for learning.
Cool. Just let me know that. And he's going to go back at typing.
All right. So, after this brief private conversation, the rest of the coterie gets together to discuss next steps. You guys are in the library of the Coterie Haven, and the scene is yours.
Well, I think Oscar is ready to be very, very pliable for all of us. And just verifying Crafty, I was able to sort of plant those memories of everyone in the coterie.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay, just checking.
It's a ghoul. It's not gonna fight it, man.
Making sure. He should trust all of us pretty intensely now. I've spent a lot of time finishing what I started and making sure he remembered all of us very fondly in very trusting ways. So I think he is more than ready to be interrogated. I know I have some questions I have been meaning to ask him, but I wanted to wait for all of you so we could do it together.
Well, what did you tell him about all of us?
I just planted memories of each one of you in various ways, being particularly, trusting, having a lot of deep conversations about him telling you secrets that he shouldn't have from, his job that would probably get him fired. But willingly and with complete, acceptance of what he was doing. So he fully believes that we all have a long history at this point, and it really depends on the person. I don't want to go into too much details, but he should be very much willing to talk to any and all of us. Because as I was saying, I have some questions, but if any of you would like to ask questions before I do, I'm happy to wait my turn.
I got information.
All right, what do you know?
Everything that I can know without his phone. Please give me the phone. And he's going to put a huge manila folder in the desk.
He, I think, has his phone currently.
Can you grab it for me?
Yeah, I guess. Sure. What are you gonna... be careful. This is, an FBI phone.
That's exactly why I want it.
Okay, so
A notebook. Like PC personal computer.
He didn't have one, I don't think.
Oh, but he must have one in his house.
Maybe, but I didn't go to Tampa because Tampa.
Yeah, but we can have him bring it here.
Sure, we can probably do that at some point, absolutely. We have other things we want him to fetch before the laptop, though, I think, so. Yeah, and Emeric will go and get the phone, because he already has the passcode to the phone, so he would go get the phone and bring it back and hand it over. Do you need the passcode? Do you want me to tell it to you?
Yes, any passcodes you have, please make my job easier.
Yeah, he would just tell you the passcode. I don't remember what it was, but he would tell you the passcode. Just like I said, be careful. He's been calling in to make sure that his COVID recovery is well documented at the Bureau, so...
And yes, for all purposes and intentions, Wally wants to hack the FBI.
From the phone right now?
You want to hack the FBI you want to hack the FBI using the information on the phone right now? Okay. I just want to make sure that's what's happening.
Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now?
Right about now. I'm going to try and find the information, go through his conversations, who he's been talking to, who maybe is his boss. Maybe I can find more information about those people. Is he an encrypted message app that they have been using? I don't know if they use Telegram or Threads, or I don't know what kind of app do they use. So maybe find that information.
Okay.
So try and go up the chain without actually going into code. Right
Gotcha. Now. Okay. Go ahead and give me another wits and investigation this time. Yes, wits. Because you're just quickly you're having to quickly go through the phone.
As Wally's doing this, Emeric's just gonna look at Wally. Do not compromise our asset, please, whenever you're doing with that.
I am not going to send any messages. I'm just going through his phone.
Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Whatever you're doing with that thing. He is far too valuable to let, your curiosity cost us this asset.
5 successes. All right. 5 successes. Easy enough. You're scrolling. He hasn't spoken with anyone in a week. But, other than receiving, messaging what you can assume is a supervisor named Dan. He just has him listed as Dan in the phone, just being still not feeling well. All right, buddy. You just rest up. That that I remember what, like, the guy Dan being like, I remember when I had it, knocked me on my ass for like 2 weeks, just simple chitter chatter. You can see that he has the guy, his mom, he texts his mom a lot, catches up with her. From what you're reading, you can tell that whenever they communicate in Spanish with each other through text message. So that indicates that Oscar is a Latin speaker. You see that most of the apps that he has downloaded, he's got like Microsoft, he's got Teams. Most of the Office stuff that's not encrypted is done through Teams. Any FBI any FBI like programming stuff though would not be on a cell phone, because it's too easy for those to go. They can get lost, and then all of a sudden someone has access to the some military codes.
So he doesn't have email on his phone.
He has email, but it's like generic work email through Microsoft and Teams. Like, it's not going to be discussing anything sensitive. It's mostly like, you can tell from what you're reading and his learning through his email that it is mostly just this is an office desk job email. You're not gonna.
Gotcha. I need a computer.
Yeah, it's like, this is the email that like has like, this is like this email has access to like, hey, we're having a potluck in the office this week, sort of deal.
I love it.
Don't forget,
we need to make sure that he brings a good food.
Don't forget to re-enroll for your health benefits at the end of the year, sort of deal. Hey, you need to change your information to your life insurance policy, sort of email.
Is there a VPN set up on that phone, or
there
does
is.
It say the current location is here?
There is a VPN on the phone. It's an Apple phone, and it has a built-in VPN.
Fuck. Oh, thank fucking God.
Do we have access to the Apple ID so we can erase the phone if we need to?
Yes.
Thank you. That's very important to know. It
Listen,
might sound obvious, but
no. It's very important to know. And as a sales rep for one of the cell phone companies in our country, I can tell you, as long as you can get into an iPhone and you know its code, you can change an Apple ID password. It is very easy.
I'm doing it.
You're changing his Apple ID password?
Yes, it's
Alright.
Ghost in the Code now.
Ghost in the code? Okay. There needs to be a number in there. Is the zero, one of the zeros, an actual zero?
Yes.
Okay.
All the O's are zeros.
Excellent. Ghost in the code. All the O's are zeros.
And the E's are 3s.
Excellent. That is a very strong password. So yes, the phone has been fully taken over by Wally in a very nerdy way.
I typed it on chat so y'all can see the password.
You also see that he has just like random games on there too. That he takes a lot of photos of his food.
A good Latin person.
Yes.
So, does anyone have any questions they want to ask Oscar?
Yeah, where's the book?
Okay. Anything else?
Why are you making me feel like you were being sus?
That's a you problem. Mike, just before I bring him down, do we need to discuss anything that we don't want him to, that I'll have to make him forget? He's down here.
I mean, if he's yours, then why would he need to forget it?
You know what? I can't be too careful with this one. He is SI. I just want to make sure that whatever happens, we have the best amount of deniability.
So basically, if he gets compromised, gotcha.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. So, but I want to make sure that we just, have a good. He should be very pliable, regardless. But it's.
I mean, that is why I kind of gave him to you.
Yeah, like I said, he should be very pliable. I just want to make sure that we are on the same page before I bring him back down here. Okay.
All right.
Yes. Go. I will go get Oscar.
All right. You head on upstairs and let Oscar out of the room that he has been confusedly but obediently been sitting in for like the past 30 minutes.
Hey, Oscar, we're gonna have a little bit of a conversation with the group, if that's okay with you.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Just
come on downstairs. I want to, make sure that you are comfortable, of course, and we'll just get through the questions and figure out how to proceed and go from there. So, yeah.
All right. Yeah. He follows you downstairs and looks confusedly at everyone. Hi, I'm Oscar.
You know everybody.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. Hang on. Let me just make sure I got the details of exactly what he knows again. Let me just refresh myself. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he just he waves at everyone. Hey guys, what's up?
Go ahead. Go on.
Just said sup.
So, what's up?
That journal, the one with all the business with the dentist.
Uh-huh.
What's the story with that? Where is that at currently?
Yeah, that's at the office.
Is it like secured in the office?
No, that's kind of like a little. It's side work. It's not really entered into evidence right now through the bureau. It's just a little side thing we've got going on.
So you can go get it at any time and bring it back, yeah?
I mean, yeah, I'd have to talk to my boss a little bit, but realistically, I could. I'm the one in charge of I'm the one that's been put in charge of like looking it over and everything, but like I would imagine she would want to know where it's going.
Yeah, no, you'd be willing to like switch it out with something that's approximately the same, yeah?
I could do that for you.
Yeah, I think it's really the most important thing for everybody.
Yeah, I definitely could do that. It would have to go because the office is closed after hours.
No, it's fine.
Have to go during the day.
Have you, since we met up in the apartment at Dennis's place, have you sent any messages to anybody or?
No. I've just
any
been
stresses at all?
No, I haven't sent anything.
I'm just looking out for you because.
Yeah.
I know you've told us things that you shouldn't tell us, so just making sure that you cover your bases. That's all. Emeric would pause and look around the room, seeing if there's anyone else who wants to ask a question.
What are you looking for in the journal? Like, why?
So here's my question out of character for you, Wex. Does he know you guys are vampires yet?
He told us last week that he knows what we are.
Yeah, but then
when
Wex
Emeric
got a
made him
hand.
sit
Then
down.
Wex got a hold of him and
Yeah.
started rewriting memories.
I would say he right now does not think we are vampires at all. He fully believes, and every time he feeds from Emeric, he gets his memory wiped, so he doesn't remember the feedings. So he has no idea why he's so loyal, hopefully. And so that's how I would have sort of approached that. So he wouldn't at this point probably know we are kindred. He would think we're just like old human friends. He would have memories of us in the daylight, probably having lunch in a park or whatever.
All right. So essentially now he kind of looks a little hesitant at the question that Wally just asked. It's
It's okay, Oscar. These fine folks are, they do similar work that you do. It's more freelance, though. And this is Emeric implying that this is a group of hunters, actually.
all right. So it's a blank body.
You found a blank body?
No, I mean, we think that it's tied to a blank body.
Oh, the journal.
Yeah. We think it's tied to a blank body, and we're trying to figure out if said blank body is still in town. We have reason to believe that there are more than one of the blank bodies here in the city. We've had situations in the past that lead us to believe that there are a good amount of them in the city. There have been situations where, well, you don't see this many terrorist attacks in a simple Florida city. Lot of explosions, a lot of stuff going wrong, and mysterious things happening in the night.
Yeah, we've noticed that too. And are concerned just like you are. And I really think if we had this book, we could probably maybe work outside of your jurisdiction a little bit and solve this. But I think we need to keep it quiet because I don't think your boss is like when you work with us.
No, actually, they really don't. We prefer to keep our business relations in-house and not to freelancers.
Yeah, but you trust us. We all go back a long time. This is, this is us. This is not like.
I mean, you're not the only group of your type in the area, so.
But we're the only ones we're working with. That's the important part.
Yeah, I mean, the others are down in Sarasota, so that we've got an eye on them.
Oh, well, you don't happen to have any contact information for them or names of them, just so.
No, just that they we found out that a group of them I think took out a location that was full of blank bodies sometime a year and a half ago.
Oh, well, that's good for them. Well, we can maybe look for them later and meet up with them and maybe see if we can work together in the future. I do have a couple more questions about the things going on. What do you know about the blank bodies? We have bits and pieces, but what do you know?
We have a few suspects in the area.
Really? Who are they?
I mean, there's a few. One of them being she was like this younger 17-year-old Latin woman.
Oh, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm pretty sure that we already got her. Was her name Ramona?
No, we don't know what her name was. We have we found out. We had someone working in the area after the verandas incident. So we've got a few that we've identified and have under suspicion.
Okay. Well, if you can remember some names, we will, of course, look into
Gentleman, an older gentleman with a tweed suit, gray hair, beard. Woman with a leather jacket, black hair. A Latin woman, another young Latin woman. I think she owns a club actually north of here.
Okay.
Some guy who we're confident we took out nearby. I'm confident that he was taken out nearby.
And out of character, obviously, I know the reference to Carmen. Is the older gentleman in the tweed suit with the gray hair, would that track as Adamar, or?
Doesn't track as anyone you've met.
Okay, and none of the other ones with the woman with leather jacket, black hair?
None of these are people that you have met, that you have encountered.
Fair enough. Okay. Do you know anything about the events?
What events?
The events in Vienna.
Oh, yeah, there's
15 years ago or so?
Yeah, it's an old victory for us.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. Like, that was before my time, but like I knew a guy before he retired that was involved.
Oh, did he ever tell you about like what they did with the blank bodies that they took into custody?
Experimented on them. Probably.
Where do they do that kind of stuff?
That's above my security clearance.
Alright. Well, we'll have to get you promoted at some point.
Yeah, generally when it comes to the actual blank bodies themselves, only the higher ups get to determine what goes on with them, and only a very select few amount of people actually have access to them.
Okay, fair enough.
All this information was gained from this journal?
Oh, no. The journal, we have no idea which blank body it's tied to. We have reason to believe that it might be tied to whoever Dennis interacted with.
Interesting.
Dennis said that she had a lot of older books that, frankly, a woman matching her description wouldn't generally come into possession with. She seemed like, I don't want to stereotype, but from Dennis's description, she just seemed like a general party girl.
Fair enough. Well, if we get any leads on that one, we'll let you know. Dennis has been hard to get a hold of lately. I think he skipped town or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we've already hacked into his social media over at the Bureau, and we were monitoring his chats and everything.
I'm wondering if we can take a look at this journal, if we can decipher anything extra.
I mean, that's what they got me doing, because I'm like the book dude. I'm the desk jockey more than anything.
Which
So
you're
they
so
have,
good at.
I'm the one that they generally have working on the book, like any research stuff.
Well, I mean, if you can bring it over, like, I mean, more heads are better than one, they say. Perhaps we can put our heads together and try to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that. I just have to.
Yeah. And you and I can work in my lab, and we can create a reasonable replacement journal, so no one asks any questions.
Yeah, that'll help out a lot.
Yeah, no problem at all.
But if you, I mean, I could try to go to the office now and see if I can pick it up. Office is generally closed this time of night, but like we can drive on over across the bridge and I can just see if I can let myself in.
Do you think that's risky? Well, we can get it, then it'll be easier for us to make the copy. You can bring back the copy.
Yeah, I'm not.
Same version tomorrow.
Not the first time I would work after hours, but generally I take I take any files or whatever home with me before I leave for the day. But I could always just say that I forgot something.
Yeah. Maybe once you get to the office, not before, just text your box and be like, I'm feeling much better, and I just need to pick up some files so I can work from home for the next couple of days. I'm feeling better, but not 100%. Something like that. Would that be reasonable?
Yeah, I can just... He looks at Wally. Can I have my phone back?
Oh yeah, sure. You dropped it.
Yeah, because he sees you, or he sees it near you, and he's just like... yeah, he takes it from you, and he starts going to text his boss.
Wait, don't text him till you're at the office, just to be safe. Like, head to the office, text him as you're going in, let him know what you're doing, and then head back. Head back here. We'll go from there.
And I mean, if we can be of help with anything else, you can also bring your computer or anything else.
That I can't really bring. They've got, like, no offense, but I don't want to be seen working with you guys, because that can terminate my clearance, because we're not supposed to work with you and they have trackers on our laptops.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I think that's a fair thing to say. By all means, just remember, you don't want anyone to know you work with us. So
no.
Don't tell anybody about us.
Yeah, I like keeping my security clearance right where it's at.
I think that's, I don't want to see you losing your clearance. I know how much this job means to you.
Yeah. Can
Is
I
there anything
borrow
else you're
your...
working on?
Was there...
Help you with?
Let me think. I mean, it's just generally we've been trying to, like, trying to identify the blank bodies that we think are in the city. We've got suspicions, and we've got a list. We've got a list of suspects, but no real evidence to back it.
Oh, can you, like, if you were to see one of these people in the sun, for instance, you'd probably know that they weren't a blank body, yeah?
Generally, that is the assumption, yeah.
Excellent.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not associated with blank bodies.
No, that's fair.
Because, like, there are, like, we've got reason to believe that the blank bodies create servants within the general populace. Makes them more...
We had a run-in with something that met that description a few days ago in a park.
Did you say that there's a way that you could possibly try to get these names to us?
Like I said, we have our suspects, but we don't have any confirmation. Like, it's just I don't have access to the list of names. I just know that I've seen photos from the investigations that they've been conducting since before I arrived here. This investigation has been going on for at least 2 years.
Could you get copies of those photos, perhaps, just so we can have something to look out for?
Not without pissing off the boss, the bad bitch in charge. Like, my boss's boss's boss.
Let's not do that.
Like, she is very, very careful about who has access to this stuff.
Understandable.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah. But I can... He looks at Emeric. Can I borrow your keys?
My keys? Oh, you don't have your car, that's right.
No.
She can take you. Make sure you get there safe. Or at least make sure you get back to your car safe. Where is your car's probably at your house, isn't it? Because your partner drove.
Yeah, my partner drove, so, like, I've been staying with you.
Yeah, she can absolutely.
By she, you mean Lanny, right?
Yeah. Emeric would pause for a moment and be like, "Yes, you have been staying with me, and it's been lovely." And then he would go back and say, Lanny, she's excellent driver, and she'll get you to your car, I think, without a problem. So, yeah. And then get the book, meet us back here. Say, maybe like, it's Tampa, 2 hours, yeah?
Yeah, about 2 hours I should be back.
Sounds great. I look forward to your return, honey.
He goes over, he kisses Emeric on the cheek before heading on out.
Fantastic.
Shaun smirks.
I tell you, you were going soft.
Me?
Yes.
This is after
Yeah, this Oscar has left the building by this point.
I was about
Look at you with a workplace romance now.
You know, it's a convenient tale. It made sense at the time. It's not. It's not like that. Not with.
It makes, honestly, Wally, it makes sense. Scott comments, it makes sense. The feelings that ghouls get resemble that of love. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole story with us being that it's convenient as well, but I would really enjoy knowing exactly who these suspected kindred are.
Well, we know at least one of them.
One of them sounds like Miss Alvarez, so that's
One of them,
fucking.
absolutely.
I mean, good luck to whoever tries to involve themselves in that. She's not the one that they need to worry about.
I suppose that's true, but
Who
it might be worth that minor boon we owe her if we could get her off that list. I think she'd appreciate that.
So, but we have very vague descriptions of the others, but we have to try to find a way to figure this out too. But we need that journal.
The one that the lady with the black hair and the leather jacket, I think I know who that is. She used to be the primogen of the Bruja, but she moved on. From what I understand, she got captured by the SI at some point, so not strange that she was suspected, and she probably moved on as a result of that incident.
Makes sense.
But regardless, she's not in the city anymore, so not a concern for us at the moment.
Anyone else ring any bells with you?
I mean,
Sorry, I couldn't catch that.
there was some old guy in the Tremere for a little bit. Never met him.
Would Emeric have heard about the old guy in the Tremere? I would assume maybe.
Yeah, you would have heard comments about him. Adamar did not like him.
Yeah, he's not around either, and it's probably for the best. Anyway.
Yeah, Adamar did not care for him, but you did hear Alma and Alex speak highly of him.
Very highly. Might I add. Very highly.
Emeric probably would have taken the word of the regent over both of them.
Especially since the regent has been openly spewing vitriol about the Keeper of Elysium and your clan primogen since that Elysium.
Is my clan primogen still my clan primogen?
He has not been back at the Chantry since the Elysium.
So I don't know. Okay.
So
enough.
we have no idea.
Fair enough.
Dr. Alex DeTore has been wisely avoiding going into the Chantry since the Elysium.
That tracks. Because what happens in the Chantries, you know. All right. So we have some time to kill. What do you all? I mean, I've got supplies and whatnot to make the replica. We can examine this book. Then we could turn it in. Yeah.
So we have an idea on vaguely of what it looks like to make an exact replica or close.
Bringing it to us. So I mean, yeah, I've got my lab. I can use it to take a book that is similar enough and change it and alter it and make it a believable, passable 400-year-old journal that has writing that's real close, but not quite, right? Not quite.
It's
I mean, we still have the decoys. You could
Yes.
smash them all. And
Yeah, we could take the
make one
decoys.
sort of big bang.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
I will state very, very, very adamantly that we need to be extremely careful with this guy.
Yeah.
If any of the court finds out that we have him, that's going to be a problem.
Well, let's make sure that nobody finds out we have him, then. Do you have any recommendations? I mean, I am not planning on telling anybody.
Candidly, if you are able to fuck with people's brains, are you able to tell them to off themselves?
I could put him in a situation that was very probable, yeah.
But are you able to make him take his own life? Is that within your capabilities?
No, but I could make him kneel in front of me with his eyes closed, and I could take a shot in the back of his head.
That would be ideal, but the most ideal situation is the situation where we don't have access to him, and he would off himself before saying anything.
Perhaps you can have him just sit down in front of a busy traffic.
Well, that would be... either way, the point is
Jump off bridge.
if we get to the point where he needs to be removed, we can remove him. Right now, he is a very, very strong asset, and somebody that can...
I mean, we know he's close to his mother. We just need to kill her and make it look like he died from depression.
Hey, Chomp, are you quiet over there? You have anything?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, not really. I'm still kind of wondering what Emeric told him about all of us. Like, his partner thinks that Emeric's my dad.
Yeah, no, he loves all the time that the time he took you to the amusement park. He is so excited about that. Like it's a really joyful memory. He is a little worried, I think, that you're a hunter and all because you're so young. But he knows that I take care of you. So yeah.
Aw, thanks, Dad.
Don't call him that. Don't call him that. That don't.
I think it's
We
sweet.
can make Emeric Scott's brother then, or in-law.
Hey, brother.
No,
Who's your mother
absolutely not. Absolutely
Oh,
not.
he's a Leaf. Leaf is your mother then, and we finally gone full circle with the family metaphor.
Leaf is not. With the current tensions being high, I decided that was probably not the best choice.
So you all getting divorced, and
we're
you
not-
have yourself a mistresses.
Leaf is maybe 10 years older than Parker. So what? She had Parker when she was 10. I feel like at that point he's going to be investigating Emeric for some really sketchy.
I mean, he wouldn't because he can't at this point. But yeah, no. Either way, I did not make him believe that Leaf was Parker's mother.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying for the metaphor to work, so we can all get into the mindsets of this newfound family.
So
We do not need to make this a family affair.
No, we're not all related.
you're just all friends?
co-workers, hunting buddies. We're hunting buddies.
Oh god. Fucking disgusted with myself right now.
But
I'm
that
assuming
information,
in this whole metaphor, Parker looks like her mother then.
the information about Sarasota also seems valuable. There's apparently a hunter cell there.
Yeah,
And
that's
they apparently found all
They-
the kindred there.
they killed the fucking Prince of Sarasota. That's something we knew, but you might not have since you all are new to the city. But yeah, Sarasota fell a while ago.
I mean, it's not like it was, from what I understand, a very,
It
desirable place to live anyway. So
a lot of retirees, but yeah, no, it was some hunters killed the Prince of Sarasota and a lot of his court. But yeah,
Is that something we need to worry about here?
Sarasota, from what I understand, is a fucking. You watch Mad Max Fury Road, kid?
Yeah.
It's like that right now.
yeah, let's stay out of Sarasota. I don't need us to go finding anybody in Sarasota at the moment.
Any kindred that are left are pretty much like anarchs fighting over territory.
Well,
Hey, Leaf, can I talk to you real quick? Off to the side over here.
Oh, sure.
And he steps aside with Leaf. And once he's got you somewhere quiet, he hands you a business card. Some mutual individuals, wanted to speak with you because they realized you were in the city and sent me to deliver the message.
Okay. Leaf takes the business card.
The business card is simply for an address that says the Ebony Orso.
Would that make any sense to Leaf at all?
Not at this present time.
Okay. Leaf will look back up at Scott. Is there a specific time I need to be meeting with them? Or do I just...
They just said show up whenever.
Okay. Am I walking into...
I'm just the messenger. They said it was business of the family.
Okay. Okay.
Family. I'm just the messenger. Family business. I don't know.
I understand now. Thank you. And she will put the business card in her back pocket with a sigh. Okay. Well,
don't got any more
thank you
information.
for your
Sorry.
message. No, that's it. That's all I needed. I appreciate you doing this for them.
Yeah. Good luck with that. It's a rough crowd.
Thanks. I am gonna need it.
Mm-hmm. And he just strides back out to the library. So you all generally wait for about 2 hours, just chatting. Emeric fills you in on the roles that Oscar knows you as. You guys are basically friends who have all gotten together because you became aware of the supernatural. You're a hunter group that's just working together to eradicate the evil that crawls in the night and risks humanity. And that Parker is his daughter.
So we're like the Scooby Gang.
You're like the Scooby Gang, and I'll say that even that Parker's mother was tragically lost to a supernatural, and that is why they hunt. Just for added caveat.
That's X. I think that's an X. I think Emeric absolutely would have said that, that told him in confidence in one of the memories he planted that yes.
My poor daughter's mother.
Yeah, my daughter's mother was killed by a blank body. It was terrible.
Okay, so
late now pillow talk.
We have Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, Fred. Yeah, the gang's all here. Ruby, Roo.
I am afraid to ask who am I in all of this. Am I Velma?
Nah, you're Shaggy, bro.
Shaggy?
I mean,
Yeah, Shaun's Scooby for sure.
That tracks.
I take less offense on that now. But I think I'm smarter than both of y'all together.
It's not
I
about
should be Velma.
Actually, Shaggy's really smart. He's just high.
all the time.
I know, but I'm no high.
I know, but Shaggy's also not always high. He's actually really an intelligent person.
Yeah, but you're tall or you're high. That kind of tracks, bro.
I see what you did.
Didn't you live your life in a hospital? Like, weren't you just pumped full of drugs all the time? It's the same thing, really.
Hey, that's prejudice. That's a load of prejudice.
That's not prejudice.
It's not prejudice. It's just a fact. Your body was pumped full of drugs.
No. She's saying that she's saying that you technically at some point in your life you were high because of the meds.
I
mean,
wish I
it's
was.
Pratt.
We
I
can
was
arrange
too young
that.
for that.
We can arrange that later.
Hey,
We can
okay,
definitely arrange that. I have VIP access to somewhere that could be arranged, actually.
I mean,
Why
technically.
would I want
I do
that?
too.
And Chomper is
You gotta get in
Velma.
character.
Yeah, Chomper's Velma, and then
That's my
Leaf.
glasses.
Yeah, and then you got Leaf as Daphne, and Fred over here is Emeric. Because they're always going off together to investigate.
Clearly, she's the movie Daphne, right? The one that doesn't take shit from them? Because there's no way in
I
hell
would
that.
really fucking hope so.
Because that one did not want. That Daphne did not end up in damsel in distress situations in any capacity.
Oh, yeah, right on. Freaking feminism.
I mean, agreed, but I think y'all have spent entirely too much time with watching this cartoon and analyzing it, perhaps?
It's a good
I
choice.
mean,
Wait,
we're
you got,
killing time.
you got something against the cartoon, Emeric? Do the Tremere hate television?
No,
This-
I'm just saying am not as familiar with this particular,
You didn't watch Scooby-Doo growing up as a kid?
I didn't, I'm sorry.
Scooby-Doo is like one of the few things I actually know about, so
Like,
this
I
is
watched
surprising
Supernatural.
twist.
how did your parents raise you that you don't know what Scooby-Doo is?
They raised me to, well, it was, let's not talk about it. It was a very demanding childhood.
Would you rather us get some character sheets together and roll you up some classes based on your personality?
You know what? Yeah, D&D's really good for therapy. It's free.
We can absolutely do that at some point. I could use a couple days of pretending I'm not me. But yeah, I mean
we kind of do that already, right?
all the
We're pretending
time.
we're not us right now because apparently we're a fucking hunter cell.
Would you rather I just tell him we're kindred?
I mean, at least then he knows the danger.
I would
fucking
rather
with
be
us.
hunters. I know where you're standing on this internally. I understand the struggle, but I would rather us be hunters in
Fair.
this specific situation.
Gross.
Yeah, because if he does get compromised, he doesn't remember being a ghoul, and he still will very much, for a very long time, love all of us.
Yeah,
and believe that we are his trusted allies.
This
might
just
even
kind of
tell
reminds
us.
me of that scene in the 90s Interview with the Vampire when they were at the theater, when they were saying, like, the vampires pretending to be mortal, pretending to be vampires. It's like the opposite of that.
We're vampires pretending to be hunters, no, that's a lot, but I like how you think, Shaun.
So, blank
I
bodies
mean-
is what they call us, right?
Yeah. No pulse, no heat signature,
Sometimes no documents.
sometimes no documents, it's true. I mean, for those of us who are careless. Or not really
Oh.
young?
Or very young. It's
That's
hard
right.
for you to have 1500s of years with documents.
I mean, you get new documents. How we do it. You do have a mask, don't you? No?
You're not that old, are you?
Me?
Any of you?
I ain't old at all. Hell,
I mean, I feel pretty young.
I mean, I'm not old, but I have a identity that I use to be discreet.
you're only as old as you feel, right?
Yeah, and
Then
I've
I
been
feel 100.
for a bit. Oh wow, that's fair. I've been this for a bit. I would have aged, and so having a new persona to go by publicly is convenient.
I don't think I ever needed one.
It's about
Everybody
this.
wears masks for one reason or another. Some people just wear many at a time.
It's about this time that Oscar returns with Lanny.
Well, that was awful and depressing.
Welcome back. How did it go?
Fine. I texted my boss, let him know that I'm feeling better, feeling well enough to work from home, but still testing positive. So, and he holds up a box, like a small box that, he puts on the table and pulls out the journal because he was making sure that it was, safely stored.
Can I see that?
Yeah. He just after he sets it back, he puts in the little numeric. It's like a gun safe, almost, like one of those small ones that like portable ones. But like he puts in the code, the lid pops open, and you can see that there is a journal inside.
Yeah, Emeric's gonna pick it up and just start reading the pages.
I'm going to read over his shoulder.
And like,
I'm going to read over the other shoulder.
If it's interesting, Emeric will be like, "Oh, this is fascinating," and like say what the things are that he finds particularly interesting.
It's, as you're reading through the passages, it's the telling. It comes off as the telling of women from different generations, but give me a wits and investigation. Anyone who's reading the passages, or intelligence and investigation.
Okay.
I get hungry just out of excitement.
Wow. Can I blood search this one?
Yeah.
And I pass. Hooray.
St. Petersburg by Night is brought to you through collaborations with our partnered vendors: Wolfpack Dice, Ember Fox Dice, Dragon Ink Dice, Bear the Bard, Champs Tramps, Panshi Artista, and Chromatic Creations US. Links to our partnered vendors, as well as our Twitch and YouTube channels, can be found on our website, stpbynight.com. The official theme song for St. Petersburg by Night is Vampire by Faith and Failure. You can find them at faithandfailure.com. You can follow SPbN on all socials with the hashtag StPeteByNight. If you wish to support our program, you can do so at ko-fi.com/StPeteByNight to help keep the stories rolling.
I'm gonna willpower. That's cool.
Yeah.
Give me just a moment.
Absolutely.
That's 4 successes for me.
Okay. 7 successes.
I got 7 successes and I'm tempted on getting more.
I have an
Seven's fine.
interesting question.
Yes.
Can I use my profiling specialty in an advantage to recognize different, like, if they're...
You know what? I will say yes. You're gonna get different information, but
Okay.
I will say yes. So you go ahead and roll that. So, but Wally and Emeric, you guys immediately pick up that... Oh, Shaun, I'm sorry. 0 successes? Oh, buddy, it's okay. You immediately pick up that despite it coming off as a tale of different women through different generations, speaking of their life experience, they are all written in the same hand. Like the way that the letters flow, this is not different people. These are the same person. And it spans from like the 1500s. Wait, no, not the 1500s. Well, it spans across like 400 years. But the things that you are able to pick up from context clues, just based on like, these women struggled with persecution, feeling like they don't belong in their societies because of the type of person they were, having to hide in the shadows constantly and not reveal themselves to anyone. There's no actual masquerade breaches from what the passages you are reading, but you as Kindred can pick up the context clues that this is the diary of a Salubri.
Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying that I did end up blood searching, and I did pass, and that I did spend a willpower, and with all of that, I got 9 successes with a crit.
9 successes with a crit. You feel fairly confident, Leaf, that Dr. Lake was a Salubri, just based on what you are reading about her. She was never a Toreador. She was just hiding amongst them. And even the more recent passages of, like, the past 4 years in the city, or no, the past 2 years in the city of St. Petersburg, feeling like she doesn't belong even amongst her own family, and having to live a double life amongst them, and being thankful for the few people who did know. And being welcoming of her despite the fact that they knew that she was what she was and didn't reveal her secret to anyone.
I got a question about that last sentence.
What?
Due to my last talk with Carmen, can I assume Carmen knew?
Give me a wits and insight. Or an intelligence and insight, because you're using previous information.
Can I blood search?
Yes.
For that? Okay. Because I have no insight. Okay, that's a 5 with a crit.
5 with a crit. With 5 with a crit, the way Carmen was, you knew that Carmen was being withholding of information and a little nonchalant about how she was talking about Dr. Lake. You can safely assume that she knew.
And because Carmen told me that Dr. Lake was the advocate for the Salubri.
Well, a lot of people now know that Dr. Lake was the one who told the Salubri to come to the city too.
That bitch! She knew!
You knew what?
Who knew?
I can explain later.
Okay.
No, you're not just gonna exclaim something like that and be like, "Oh, explain later." That's not how any of this works. Tell us now what's going on.
Is Oscar still here?
Oscar is still here.
I think we can go over this
send him.
later.
Oscar, would you mind going upstairs for a second, please?
Sure.
Yeah, we have some stuff that we have to talk about that you probably don't want to know about as far as like our hunter business,
Lanny will throw an arm over Oscar's shoulder. She's like, "Here, I'll show you where we keep the cookies." And starts leading him away. Because she knows when to lead Oscar away.
Yeah, I will say that I've told Lanny exactly what's happening, and yeah.
She's been there when you wiped him!
Yeah,
he also assumes that Lanny is probably your younger sister.
That's fine, yeah.
Aunt Lanny.
Carmen knew.
Oh, well. Okay,
Knew
that's
what?
probably why she was interested in getting...
Have you taken a read of the book?
Just a bunch of scribbles on paper.
She was a Salubri.
Yeah, I gathered that too.
They were hiding her. That's why she
Degenerate.
told them to come. That's why they were looking for the book.
Well,
It's technically there.
it's technically Dr. Lake's. I believe that's how journals work.
Have you ever
It's technically
heard
the
of the
prince's.
concept of clan artifacts or
It's-
clan relics?
It's technically the prince's because it was in the possession of the former.
Yes,
prince.
possessions. It's from their clans. If I had the possession of a book from the Tremere, would you say that it's mine?
No, but if the prince
Then-
had the possession of a Tremere book, I would not try to take it from him.
Not saying that you need to try and take it, but the prince is not here anymore.
Are you suggesting we don't complete our mission and deliver this?
No, I'm calling Carmen a bitch.
Okay, fair enough. You can. That is. I think. Emeric would look over at Scott. I think he would agree with you from what I've seen.
I mean, I wouldn't call her a bitch. I'd call her something a little bit more colorful, but there's ladies present.
Fair enough.
And now I feel guilty about what we've done. And you should too. And he points squarely to Emeric's chest.
You don't feel guilty. You now know a secret.
Yes, but this belonged to another person, and now it potentially gone.
Every secret once belonged to another person, and you love acquiring every single one of them.
That means I can get to keep the book.
No,
Can I make a copy of it?
Or you guys could give it to the Salubri that are still in the city. If you had a clan, if another clan had a artifact of the Tremere, Emeric, you just said that it wouldn't belong to them. So by that theory, wouldn't this belong to the Tremere, the Salubri?
I mean, we can make copies of it, can't we?
Are you suggesting that we go against the orders of
The
Carmen?
prince didn't order this one, Carmen did. I'm suggesting we go against Carmen and give this back to the Salubri. Because fuck that bitch.
We were tasked with recovering all the lost things from Isabel.
I mean, has she ever read the book? We can make a copy, change some shit, give to her the decoy, and give the original to the Salubri.
What if Carmen is trying to give the journal back? What if that's why she tasked us with giving it? What if we're all coming to the same conclusion that she's already at right now?
Oh, how about this? We all make a copy of the contents of the journal.
I don't think we should be making copies of the contents of the journal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Masquerade breach, isn't it?
It doesn't have Masquerade breaches in it.
The only curious part is the 400 years of aging, or of the same handwriting, but I can fix that in my lab. I can just make it look like the pages are newer than that by a significant margin.
I don't think that this is the story that the FBI should be getting anyway.
Agreed. But they would need to get a much more convoluted, poorly written facsimile of this.
And probably...
I thought we agreed to make a mishmash of the decoys just to resemble this one.
Yeah, and we can reword some of this stuff.
But no, I don't think anyone, including the Nosferatu, should have a copy of this. I think that's disrespectful to the Salubri.
I agree with that statement full-heartedly.
Okay,
I was thinking about bringing it to the Salubri. I thought we were kind of going towards that, and that's the part I was getting at with Carmen also thinking that way.
Okay,
I am not going to go against my prince. I'm going to inform him that we had this. If you all choose to take it to the Salubri, that's fine.
I want to know what our fearless leader wants.
Okay, Scott is the leader while we're all here, and he just wants to give it straight to the Salubri, correct, Scott?
That is correct, because the prince didn't assign us this. Carmen did.
Okay. Carmen gave us the mission.
It is still in the...
I don't care what she wants to do with the book after we hand it over, but she gave us the mission. What she does with the book after that is out of my hand.
But isn't the mission like our mission from the prince to get everything? Just because that he didn't know this was part of that doesn't mean we don't have to give it back.
As far
That's technically not the princess.
As far as I'm aware, Carmen gave us the mission. Carmen gets the book. I am not going to fight anybody over this. If the majority wants to give it to whoever, then I'm just telling you my thoughts on this, and that's it.
I think this is a really terrible idea, and I think if we can say to the prince that we think that this would be a good way to absolutely show some good faith to his new potential loyal subjects.
What
But
would your regent say about that?
my regent would tell me that I have a choice between giving this directly to the celebrity or giving it to the prince and fulfilling my mission to fulfill my mission. If the prince would like to do that, and if you all would like to recommend that to the prince, I'm not going to do it, but you are more than welcome to do it.
Your regent would absolutely tell you to give the book directly to him. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Possibly, I don't know.
But I am glad that you are saying that you would give it to the prince and not your regent first. At least we're going in that direction.
That is my preference, is to follow our mission, not take detours.
Okay.
And if you do decide to give it to Carmen, make sure that she gives us, she forgives the minor boon we owe her as payment, because this has been more than worth a minor boon.
Yeah, so, okay. If we give this to the Salubri, what are they willing to give us in return that Carmen wouldn't give us?
I don't know.
That's a very good question.
They don't have anything to give. They're a fucking small clan. No offense to them. They're a small clan that just got their asses handed to them by... And he just looks at Emeric, doesn't say it, but just looks at Emeric. And are fucking no one in the city knows where they're actually at. They've been in hiding ever since Elysium. I don't think they want to be spoken to. I think the only person that actually has access to the Salubri directly right now is one of the deputies, the Nosferatu Levi.
Okay. That information can be gained depending on what route we take, who we give the book to. They might not have anything now, but a future boon is still a boon.
Why don't we... I mean, I understand, Mr. Scott. Why do you want, like, we can all have that knowledge, but why the fuck just not appease Greeks and Trojans and make a copy for the Salubri?
Because I don't think it's our call to on what is copied of their history.
Neither was the Library of Alexandria, and look what it happened! It burned down, now we have nothing. At least Carmen will get her shit, we get off a debt, and they get some information.
Carmen also, okay, let's go under the assumption that Carmen was trying to collect this book to hide the fact that she knew that this was a Salubri thing the whole time.
Yes, because she didn't indicate.
All right,
anything.
well,
She
let's
was
go.
Like, oh, I'm protecting something.
So she
Yeah,
was
cool.
protecting something. She was protecting the identity of Salubris. What, if people already know, does she still even want the journal?
I mean, it sounded like it after the Elysium when I went to speak to her.
All right, then you got more information than I knew.
What if I go and talk to her? Ask her what she wants to do with the journal.
Why you?
Well, unlike others in this room, I have actually built up an acquaintanceship, so to speak, with Carmen, and would probably get farther than someone she's doesn't really know and demanding answers from her.
Not a bad idea.
I did not demand answers. I just went and asked like normal person.
How about this? What if Parker and Leaf, just because Parker has the cute thing going on, Carmen might like that. What if they go talk to Carmen? The Nosferatu can speak to Levi.
I don't want to give it to Carmen.
You don't want to give it to Carmen?
No.
We wouldn't be giving it to Carmen. I would just be asking questions, and you'd just be standing there looking cute and asking your own questions.
Or maybe convincing her to give it to the Salubri as your bleeding hearts are doing right now.
There you go. You can probably convince her to to let go of the boon and have the journal given to either the prince or the Salubri.
Yeah, because y'all have that thing going from the Elysium where y'all proposed the Salubri thing.
You did.
So y'all are just keeping up with that shtick.
Yeah, Parker, you and Leaf both did speak very vocally for the Salubri. So Carmen you would be on Carmen's good side as viewed as allies to the Salubri.
If she doesn't get mad that we read the book.
But that's all ignoring the fact that this belongs to the prince.
This does not belong to the prince. This is a
does.
diary from the Primogen of the Toreador that was in possession of the prince. It is not from the prince. Would you say that the mummies in the British Museum belong to the English?
If they had
The
been
British
gifted to
Museum
them,
doesn't
yes.
have right of destruction over me. But if they did, you're damn right I would. Candidly.
This book was the property of the prince. It was taken by one of the handmaidens. It's our job to return it. That's literally why we're all together.
Parker, go ahead and give a charisma. No. Yeah. Charisma and persuasion.
Can I assist considering I'm here and I have dots in both? Like,
And
persuasion?
yes, because you are also making the case for taking it to the prince.
God fucking damn it.
Well, no, this is him. This is Parker about trying to convince Scott right now. Not you guys. Just so you are understood. You have your autonomy still. This is just for the SPC in the room.
Oh, okay.
Increase everybody if we just make multiple copies. That's what the nurses in the hospital would do if we only had one comic.
Yes, but usually if you start forging multiple copies, there's going to be discrepancies that are more obvious than another, and it can be dangerous and compromise our wonderful new pet.
Yes.
We
He's
can
gonna get
just use a copy machine for those and forge the FBI one.
3 successes.
How about that?
With a 1 on the blood die. Oof, okay. 3 successes, I will say, is enough to have Scott second guess himself.
Scott, do you really want the prince to find out that we
No.
gave this to someone else?
No. You're right.
Look, if you all want to make the case of where the book should go, or who the rightful owners are, by all means, knock yourselves out. I'm just asking everyone to remember our mission, and not try to skirt it when it comes to the prince. If you want to skirt it when it comes to other things, that is fine, but...
We can always see if we can convince the prince to surrender it to the Salubri.
Or offer it as a gift, or perhaps a gesture of goodwill to Salubri.
You gonna be in the room when that happens, Emeric?
I think I'll skip that meeting if you don't mind. But
That's what I thought.
I mean, like, we were just tasked to retrieve the journal, correct?
Yes.
Well, mission complete.
no, it's complete when we deliver it to the Museum of Fine Arts.
Okay, I thought we were just supposed to retrieve the journal.
Armin asked us to get the journal, but that was after we already had the mission to return everything.
Yeah, that's our mission. Carmen
I will
gave
say,
us a clue to our endeavors and expressed a desire to claim the journal, but at the same time, we're not obligated to do that.
I was just trying to help
I
find a loophole.
I will say that the journal was not part of the list of items that we were given to look for the prince when we received the original mission.
Fine. It doesn't change the fact that we have a mission, and it's very clear.
Right, but we were given specific instructions to take it to Carmen.
We don't
And-
owe Carmen anything. Well, we owe her a minor boon, but we don't live in her domain.
Technically, she doesn't even live in ours.
Exactly.
Well, didn't she say in the beginning? Out of character. I gotta look back at the notes. Guys.
What are you
What
looking
did she
for?
say specifically? Because I'm trying to remember what Carmen said specifically when she showed up, and we were like, "Doesn't Irina usually give us the missions? Like, what's going on
Yeah,
here?"
this is private for her.
Yeah, she
This
asked you
was
to do
private
it
for
for
her?
her.
Boom.
Yeah, this was her trying to get you to pay back that boon you owed her.
She didn't say that though. She never called in or cashed in the boon.
Yeah,
Yeah, she.
I think she did.
No, she did not specifically ever say
No.
this will pay off the boon. In fact, I think she
She
when it
was
brought up-
prepared. She was prepared for you guys. I will say that Carmen was prepared for you to ask for the minor boon to be cleared.
Fair, but when she was asked about the boon being cleared, she was non-committal.
Yeah, she was
Because
very
Carmen's gonna
non-committal. Carmen is gonna Carmen.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was non-committal about it even paying off the boon.
So
she never cashed it
technically,
in.
now that you know that this was part of Isabel, like it's gonna be up to interpretation for each player, on whether or not this belongs to the prince or not.
I would still like to go to Carmen and talk to her before we make a final decision about this, because I want more information on why she wants this journal and what she wants to do with that.
Yes.
And
I mean, if she's being sketchy, you can also use that as leverage against the prince. You can use that as leverage against her for the prince.
Exactly. So there are multiple benefits for me going and speaking to her about this. So if and Leaf will go and check her watch. If I go tonight and talk to her about that, that gives Emeric time to make the fake copy. And so I will go to Carmen while he is doing that. And then I will come back with the information that I gathered, and we can make a full decision there.
I have one concern, if I may.
Yes, what is it?
If you go to her and you're not, if you're not good at hiding your intention, she might realize we have the journal, and you give her an opportunity to call in the boon, and then we are put in a very sticky situation. We have the benefit, currently, that she has not called in that favor.
Can't we deny a boon and tell
Not a
her-
minor boon, absolutely not. Do you understand the potential penalty of saying no to a boon?
Yeah, but this is way bigger than a minor boon. We had to get the FBI involved in all this shit.
Well,
I
we're not telling anyone that, by the way. We're just for the record, so.
she can cash that boon in whenever. She can
Yeah.
make us do that whenever.
Yeah. But if we don't have
And-
the book, and the prince has the book.
I just feel like getting a little bit more information on what exactly is going on here would be more beneficial. And I do not think that the way I would be asking the questions.
How about this? They can take the journal to the prince, and then you can go and speak with Carmen, and that way if she asks for it, the journal, and calls the minor boon, you say you can't because the prince already has it.
I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Is she going
But
to
then-
oppose the? Is she going to oppose the prince? She's already in. She's already in the Camarilla shit. She's already in the toilet with the Camarilla in regards to how she's been handling herself lately.
Well, how does that solve the thing about giving the Salubri their...
You recommend to the prince that he gives it to the Salubri.
I would rather us all be there as a full group, all in cohesion and of the same opinion when presenting that to the prince, because I am sure that the tensions that have happened between Emeric and I, especially after what was discussed at Elysium, and she gives Emeric a pointed look without looking at his eyes. Everybody is aware that Emeric and I are having issues, so it would have way more of an impact to the prince to see the both of us standing together advocating for this journal.
Emeric
to be back
just
to the
said
possession
he's
of
not going.
Salubri.
Emeric just said he's not going to be present when you suggest that.
I will go if that is what you want. If that is the, it's
What
fine.
difference
I
would it
will
make
go
the
and I
whole
will say
area
nothing.
on?
That is fine. If that is what you wish to do and you think it is somehow beneficial to you, that is fine.
I don't know what matter the coterie being there or not.
Gives us a united front. I can't disagree with the logic.
But how would your
But it's his
Hermit team
decision.
feel about that?
What difference a united front does it make for a coterie in front of a prince?
Means that we're.
I mean, the last time we were all on a united front, it made a huge difference.
The
but
coterie doesn't look. The coterie doesn't exactly look good in the eyes of the city right now. It seems like you guys are all fighting. So I won't.
Because of y'all two.
I know. So if they look like they are cooperating again, that's an advantage on the coterie.
Yes. I am certain that I can show up and do my best to not say anything terribly bad about the Salubri, and just focus on the prince and what the prince can benefit from the situation.
I think it's pointless to put two Nosferatus in front of a Toreador prince and ask for anything.
Carmine isn't a standard Toreador.
People
I
keep
will-
saying that.
I will say, Emeric, that whole saying, fake it till you make it. You're good at that shit. I've seen it.
Thank you, I think.
The prince respects the opinion of the Nosferatu in this city. He doesn't want to piss them off.
I am of the opinion we should make copies of that shit.
I think that we should all make the one copy for the FBI, and while that's being made, I go talk to Carmen really quick, or we can just skip that and ignore all of it, and just decide to go as united front to the prince. But in doing so, that will thoroughly piss off Carmen, and then she can cash in the moon for something much more horrific.
Why
It's a
would
minor.
she cash
It's a
in the-
minor. It's a minor
Guys.
boon. It's got its limits. And if she starts getting bitchy about it, we can call the Harpy in.
Exactly. She had the opportunity to call in the boon. She chose not to. We are.
Do you have to do that before or after asking for the favor?
Technically before.
So we're dealing with technicalities. Okay, that's my expertise. We shall go to the prince.
Yes.
What if y'all don't want to go talk to the prince? What if Scott and I go take the book in? Leaf can go talk to Carmen. The rest of you can do whatever you want to do.
Well,
Wasn't just
if I
now
was talking
decided
to
a
Carmen,
United Front was better.
Yeah, United
Yeah.
Front is better, Parker.
Yeah, I'm willing to go and stand before him and do this united thing. I'd have to agree with everyone that it would make. Not only would it make our case stronger, but it would make us look better.
So Leaf could go talk to Carmen after we drop off the book.
Well, you still need to make a copy. I don't think it's a bad idea if she wants to go speak to Carmen anyway. She doesn't. We can always just lie and say that you technically wouldn't be lying, Leaf, that you say you don't have the book.
I am very much aware of how to speak without lying, but yes, I could do that.
But yeah, if you want to go, I'm not opposed to her going to talk to Carmen, at least just to get any information. So that way, if Carmen is going to retaliate, we have information that can get the prince on our side and on Carmen's shit list. And put Carmen on his shit list.
Yes. I can definitely do that while the copy of the book is being made for the FBI. Can I get everyone's word that we do go to the prince with the journal together after the copy is done being made, though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I just need to change.
As long as you're not going to talk to Carmen until after we deliver the book. As long as we're all on the same page
Wait.
there.
No. She can
What?
go now.
No,
she can go now. Because technicalities, she wouldn't have the book on her, so she can't give it because she doesn't have it on her.
Fair enough.
I can just say I don't have the book.
You don't have the book, and even if she convinces you otherwise, I'm not going to, just so we're on the same page, give you the book until... Well, I'm not going to give you the book until we are in front of the prince, and the prince can take the book. Agreed? And I won't be answering your phone calls, just for the record. It's not anything personal, just in case. Plausible deniability. Agreed?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Then absolutely. It will take several days.
Technology's not a good idea around Carmen anyway. That girl can hack.
Technology is not a good idea around me.
Oh, there you go. She can't hack if you're around.
Yeah, my phone barely even works
All right.
as it is. It's just
So how about this?
not worried.
Wally and Emeric, you guys can work on ensuring that this thing is as seamless as possible. Parker can actually help with that. She won't brag about it, but she's actually a good artist. So she can help put things together fairly well. AKA, that's Crafty saying, if a craft skill is necessary, she's really good at that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
Emeric,
how about this? For additional security, Shaun can drive Leaf to De Noche and have her as backup, and Shaun can kind of make it so that she doesn't make eye contact. No offense, Shaun.
Yeah, that's...
None taken. I know I'm gorgeous.
You're fucking beautiful.
As long as we're all under the understanding that I'm going to need to take the book on my own for a bit to my lab in my home, because I'll need to do some science shit, I guess is what you would say.
I thought we were doing all this together.
That's what I'm saying. Is
Also,
that's fine. We can do most of it together.
Also, Wex,
already-
I think you're in the middle of a project and can't use your lab.
No, I rolled a crit. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
So I need to check the date on that at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just will. Like I said, I'm just planning on. I need to make sure that the book is close enough to be convincing from a chemical standpoint.
So
also
that doesn't require you to take the pages, though, like all the pages, though. Just take a sample of one page and turn it into and age the paper the way you need to.
Sure, I can do that, I suppose.
And then Parker and Wally can help with making sure that everything on the page matches handwriting-wise.
Yeah. Understood.
Sorry, I'm just not letting you take a Salubri book on your own to your haven. I refuse.
I mean,
And I can help with any fingerprints you need to copy or not.
it's if you want a lower quality, that's fine. I won't use my lab. That's your choice.
Yeah, no, that's my
If
I'm
you
making
all
the
are
call on
going
that
to
one.
not trust me on this, that's fine.
With the Salubri, after the Salubri stuff, if it's got Salubri involved, you're not taking it somewhere where you're alone.
Well, then we get lower quality work.
All right, then we get lower quality work.
Or we can
you
take
could take us
us
with you.
with you.
I'm not taking you to my haven. Do you think I'm stupid? Are you gonna take me to your haven, Wally?
Yes, I can trade it.
Wow, I really thought you were smarter than that.
All right.
I have nothing. If you think I have something worthy in my haven, ha! You will be surprised.
Safety.
Yeah.
That's what you have in your haven.
You have safety in your haven.
I can
And
change it.
Part of that.
It's just a rental.
All right. Let's break off. Leaf and Shaun, why don't you guys head on out? Get this done tonight.
Yes, sounds good.
All right. Shaun and Leaf, you guys get in the car and start driving to De Noche. We pan away to the top of the hotel just on the other side of the street of your guys' haven. A lone figure stands at the top of the roof, staring down as your car drives away towards the neutral zone. She lifts the phone to her ear. A Latina woman wearing very stylish clothing, looking very beautiful, her brown hair down to her black hair down to her waist. Lifts the cell phone to her ear. Aisha, I think I found the people that took Charlotte. Yeah, I'm looking right at them. I'll find out what happened to our sister. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Oh, cool. Y'all have baggage now.
Oh,
And thank you so much for joining us for this episode of St. Pete Don't Get Caught. We are going to pick up our next session right where we left off. Fuck, it's Mementos. I am tired, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. I should not be storytelling two chronicles at once. Thank you so much for joining us for an episode of Mementos. We hope to see you again next week where we will be picking up right where we left off. Till then, see you soon. Bye. This has been a St. Petersburg by Night production. Mementos is produced in agreement with the World of Darkness and Dark Pack. The storyteller for Mementos is Nikki. Tonight's characters were voiced by Lisha, Wex, Lilith, Panshi, and Rowe. Visit our website at stpbynight.com for more information about all of our productions and how you can become a part of our community. Thanks for listening. Until next time, fangs, stakes, and claws out.